Big good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Hands On with BLG. I'm BLG, I am lefty, and I am righty. Today we're going to tackle Outback Steakhouse's Bushman bread. That's what we're going to do for today's episode. Because I'm out of bread and that sounds good. I got my ingredients listed here behind me, just like this. Well, I'll probably move them over here. But let's get started. There's going to be some banging. We're having the roof fixed. So there's going to be some banging about. Don't worry about it. We'll work right through it, folks. Bread doesn't care. So here we go. This starts to our Outback Steakhouse Bushman's bread. We've got some coffee. A little bit of coffee. We have 10 ounces of warm water. We have some molasses. We have some honey. We have some whole wheat flour. We have all-purpose flour. A little bit of sugar. We got a little package of yeast, which would be, what is that? 2 teaspoons, I think? 1 package of yeast. Yeah, 2 teaspoons worth. So, what we do, this would go a lot quicker if I move this over here. Here we go. We've got 1 cup all-purpose flour. Goes in a bowl. Boink, boink, like this. Right? Half a cup. I'm just looking at my recipe. It's been a while since I've made this. Okay, 1 cup of your wheat flour goes in here. Half a cup. Come on. Boom! 1 cup of your wheat flour. Now I can get this out of the way. I'm going to set it over here for now. Okay? Boom. For now, get this out of the way. Just trying to make it easier for you to see. Okay, so we've got our flour. We've got our 10 ounces of warm water goes in to the bowl, like that. Looking for places to get stuff out the way. Alright, 10 ounces of water into the bowl. Beep, beep. 2 teaspoons of sugar. So we'll get our teaspoon here. 1 teaspoon. Ow! 1 teaspoon. Okay. This is going to stab me. There we go. 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons of granulated sugar. Alright. It calls for 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon of instant coffee. I do not have that, but I have my coffee. I have some just regular coffee brewed up here a little bit. I'm going to go with 2 teaspoons. Well, there we go. 2.5 teaspoons of coffee. Dun 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 dun. But you'd want 1 tablespoon of instant coffee powder. 4 teaspoons of honey. Got your little bit of honey. Teaspoons. 4 teaspoons of honey. My hand hurts. I can't squish it out very good. Oh yeah, that's gonna take a while. Putting some honey in here, and I'll give it just a little extra squirt, just because it's not all gonna come out of here. Right? That was 2. Called for 4, right? Yeah. So I need another one. And I'll just kind of eyeball another one. There we go. 4 teaspoons of honey. Rinse this off. La 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 la. Get that all off the sticky stuff off of there. Okay, and then we need 2 tablespoons worth of molasses. I'm just going to eyeball this because this stuff is so sticky. It's about 1. It's about 2. tablespoons of molasses. Sink doesn't want to shut off. There it goes. Okay. Set this over here so I can wash the bottom of that jar. It's a little sticky. 2 tablespoons of molasses. Mix this all together real quick. I want to try it with the paddle first. Give it a mix around here on low. Mixing it around, there we go. Give it 2, speed 2 on the stand mixer, or mix it with a spatula, a rubber spatula, or a spoon. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to put our packet, 2 teaspoons dry yeast. Put it in here, like this. Bingo. I'm going to give that a good mix in there. This is our dough hook. We'll be using it in a little bit. Round and round he goes. Okay. That sits for 10 minutes. We'll see you guys back here in about 10 minutes. Okay. While this is sitting here, we can go on and get this next step here ready to go. We need to get, in a big bowl here, 10 ounces of white bread flour. Oh no, I need my digital scale. I have one somewhere. It's just finding it. I don't know what 10 ounces of flour is going to be, so it won't let me. See, we got a digital kitchen scale here. I use it for sourdough bread and stuff. This is kind of the same effect. Okay, let me get my scale here. Pop him out. Boink! Turn him on. Okay, now I need a bowl. Need me a bowl. Put this on here. Ounces. Okay, 10 ounces of, this says white bread flour. I've always just used regular all-purpose white flour. See if I can get 10 ounces. That's 2.3 ounces, I think. Come on. This is going to take a while. 4.1. Thank God I've got my little scale though. I made it without the scale and just kind of winged it. I'll convert it for you here in just a second. As soon as I can get the flour to start moving out of this cup. 6.5. 7. 7, 8. 8. It's like I'm weighing gold on the movie Gold, on the show Gold Rush. 8.6, 8.7. 8.9, 9, 9.2, 9.5, 9.6, 9.7, come on, 9.8, 9.9, 10. 10 ounces. Okay, now I can tell you how much actual flour this is. I'm using a half cup standard thing here, so we're going to go roughly half, 1, 1.5, 2, I'm going to say it's about 2 1/4 cups. 2 1/4 cups worth, I'd say, of all-purpose flour or your white bread flour. Then you get your whole wheat bread flour. Then once 8 ounces of that. This is a little more coarse, a little bit heavier. It won't come out of the bag. Of course not. you probably can't even see what I'm doing. Now you can't see the scale, but see what I get here. There's 2, which was right about at a half cup. 3.8. That's 1 cup's worth. Come out. Come out. Get out of the bag. You're wasting valuable time. Whoa, now I'm going to throw it all over the counter. Okay, that's like, I can't remember, 1.5 cups. That's at 5.7. 6. 7.6. 7.7. 7.8. 7.9. Come on. Biatch. 8. There we go. Thank God. Now, this is probably going to be a little bit less than that. We'll see what we got for half cups on this. That would be 1/2. 1 cup. La 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 la. 1.5 cups. We'll call that about 2 3/4 cups. Just like, I can't see what I'm doing. I'm running into doors and shit. What I just said of that, 2 1/4 cups of this flour, like this. Mix it all real good. Okay. Salt. Cocoa powder. Good God, I don't have nearly anything here. I think under here. No, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not in here. Shit. Here's the salt, but I gotta run and get the cocoa powder, folks. Oh, LAG's gonna get it for me. Cool. Meantime, I'll measure up the salt. Get the scale off of my face. Go somewhere. I got stuff I'm stacking up on the stove now at this point. We're going crazy, folks. Okay, salt. We need, where am I? 1.5 teaspoons of salt. That is, if I can find a teaspoon, it would be good for me. 1 teaspoon of salt. And 1/2. Booyah! Teaspoons of salt. I can take that. Thank you. 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. Oh God, it's not even open. I know, I could swear I had some that was open somewhere. Oh well. Oh shit. Come on. Work with me. 1 tablespoon. I'm putting on a shit show of just fucking around trying to open things and find things. Cocoa powder. Yes. Okay. Mix it together well. Okay, we're going to mix it together well. Just like so. There we go. And our yeast is going to finish sitting for its 10 minutes or so. A little bit longer doesn't hurt it. So we'll see you back here when that yeast is getting a little foamy, babies. Okay, folks, we're back. Try to get you a good shot here. Good enough shot. Our yeast, as you can see here, nice and foamy. Can you see here? Yeah, nice and foamy. So what we're going to do is we're going to start adding in our flour chow, which I'm actually going to use, I think, a measuring cup. Work it in from the sides. We're going to start working in our flour from our big bowl into the mixer, like so. I'm going to get my dough hook. You can do this by hand, like I said. Just make sure it's all mixed up real good. Round she goes. Mixing it up. It should make kind of a sticky dough. The butter here I'll explain in just a minute. In fact, I can melt that while that's mixing. I'll melt a little bit of butter. We're melting down 2 ounces of butter, which is, where am I at? 10, 8, blah, blah. That's already there. Something, something, something. No. I'll get there in a second. 1 ounce of melted butter. That's 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons is 1 ounce of butter. Write it down, BLG. I gotta modify my recipe. That's probably melted, but I don't need it yet. We're adding a little bit more flour. It's smelling all Outback Steakhousery already, folks. Let that mix in. It should make kind of, like I said, like a kind of a sticky dough. Kind of like your sourdough bread kind of dough. But basically, it's kind of basically a pumpernickel bread. When you think about it all together, no, Dingo. You stay inside. The roofer guys are out there. Or at least one of them's out there working. Dun, 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 dun. Mixing in our stuff. Now we're going. I may have way overcalculated this ounces conversion thing. I used a scale though. I did do 10 ounces of water, okay. 2 teaspoons of yep, and this the coffee, yep, mix that in the honey, yep, molasses mix, yep, next add in the package of flour, yep, 10 ounces of white bread flour, 8 ounces of whole wheat bread, 1.5, yep, salt, the cocoa powder, yep, mix together well, add in the yeast mixture, yep, mix yeast as you pour, add in 1 ounce melted butter, okay. Oh, the 1 ounce of melted butter, it's gone. Now, here's our 1 ounce of melted butter, folks. That might help. A little bit. Making our dough. We're going to mix this all up. And I'm going to go ahead and mix this in what I'm going to of it. And I'll see you back here when we're ready to put this on a floured surface. And you're going to knead it on a floured surface for 10 minutes, folks. Then you're going to put it in a greased bowl, which cover it and let it rise till it's doubled for your first rise, okay? So I'll see you back here when that's ready. What I'm going to do, if you're using a mixer, I'm going to get this mixed in here, and I'm going to knead this for 5 minutes on speed 2, your second speed up from the bottom, and that takes care of my 10 minutes worth of kneading. And we'll see you back here when we get that ready to rise. Okay, folks, we're back. As you can see, it took as much as it wanted. It's not going to take any more of this flour. So those are off a little bit, but you can tell as you're adding the flour anyway. It gives you, it gives you enough to get your dough going. Just go by feel. You're looking for kind of a nice, gooey, sticky dough like this. I'm going to take this and work it around, maybe just a couple of flips here. Get it into a ball. Yeah, that's about what she should come out like after you get done kneading it. I'm going to flip her around. This is all in the way. Everything's in my way today. Here we go. I knead this around like this. You know what, I might even work a little bit of moisture into that. Work a little bit of moisture into it. I think I got a little too dry. That's okay though. You can work with it. You just want it a nice, fairly sticky dough. I want it to hold together a little better. We'll get there. No big deal. Like so. Now to get the dark colored into it, what they did was Outback. What they do is they use food colorings. So if you want to, you can put a little bit of food colorings in it. And I got a little bit of red here. I'm going to poke a little well here. I'm going to put a little bit of red. They used a brown food coloring to darken it a touch. I'm going to put a little bit of red and a little bit of green up in here. And I'm going to knead this together. Can you even see what I'm doing? No, not really. I'm going to knead this together. Like so. Work it through. And all this is going to do is help build the glutens up anyway to make a nice dough. Make a nice fluffy loaf. Yes. 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 Mm. 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 There we go. So it darkened it up just a little bit. It's getting a little darker. Put your weight into this when you're kneading it too. Get your ass up in there like this. Work this in. See? Now that food coloring is coming through, start working that. Working it in. Here we go. Come on. Working it through. Working it through. Working this down. Working this down. Now I'm going to work a little bit more of this into here, and then we're just going to plop him in the bowl here. We're going to cover him, put him in a warm place with no draft, about an hour, let it rise till it's doubled. We'll see you when this rises. And we're back, folks. This has risen and doubled very nicely. So what I'm going to do now is take him out, bloop, on the counter here, pat him down, work him just a little bit more. It's already got a little oil on it, so it's not going to stick to your counter. It'll get your counter a little bit. It's like no big deal though. So what we're going to do is pull this out like this, right? Kind of stretch him out like this here. And we're going to pull each side, we're going to stretch it a little bit, fold it back into the middle on itself, stretch this side out, see how it stretches? That's going to come into the middle. We'll take them this way, do the same thing. It's going to stretch out, we'll take him to the middle. This is going to stretch out like this, we'll take him to the middle, just like that. Kind of pinch him, like so. Now you can either put this on a floured cookie sheet, flip him over like this, boom, let him sit and rise, or what I'm going to do is smush him out like this. I'm going to plop him in a bread pan here, like so. Pinchy pinchy some of these little seams, like so. And it's going to rise again until it doubles again. When it doubles again, we'll throw him in the oven. See you back here when this has risen again. And once again, it's a little cool this morning, so I'm just covering it like this. And I'm putting it in the oven with just the oven light on, and that's really helping it to rise. So there you go. We'll see you in a little while. Maybe another 40 minutes, 45 minutes, hour. We'll see you when it's doubled in size again. Then we'll bake that bad boy. We're back, folks. This has been in the pan in a little oven with the light on for about 45 minutes. Look at the size of that bad boy, huh? Now, we've got our oven preheated to 395 Fahrenheit. Look at that cool crack on the top, too. We're going to pop this bad boy in the oven. 395 degrees. It is going to bake for 25 to 30 minutes. So we'll see you back here probably in about 30 minutes. And we'll pop this bad boy out, see what it looks like. I know what it tastes like. It tastes like Outback Steakhouse Bushman bread, because that's what it is. It's just a little bit different looking. See you in a little bit. Okay, folks, we're back. It has been 28 minutes. The timer has gone off, and I'm going to pull this bad boy out of here. Look at that. Tell me that don't look good, huh? Huh? You tell me that don't look good. Outback Steakhouse Bushman bread. It's not as dark because I didn't put a whole bunch of dark food coloring in it, but it tastes like it. You put the butter in there on it, it is good. Now we'll just take this out over here like so. I want to see if I can pop him out of the pan. Gotta cool him off on a baking pan. Look at there. Just let's right go. Oh God, that smells good too. That can shut off. There you have it. Outback. It's dark in here. And there you have it. Outback Steakhouses Bushman bread. Home version. Good stuff. You want some of that, folks. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the episode. Learned a little bit of something. Make this stuff. It goes good with just about anything. Good stuff. Butter on it. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the episode and didn't mind the hammering and banging. They're just about done fixing the roof and stuff. So anyways, that's what I've got for you for today. Hit the little like buttons. Dinky 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 dink. Subscribe. Share these videos. You know, drop by, leave a comment if you want, ring the little bell if you want, know when I'm doing another one, and which is almost all the time. But anyways, for Hands On with BLG, I'm BLG. I am Lefty, and I am Righty. We will see you guys right back, ciao, for the next exciting episode, Hands On with BLG. I might do another bowling episode here. I got a little update on that one for you. Anyways, goodbye, folks. We'll see you in the next one.